Family, have you ever wondered why is it that you hear the lyrics to some old songs? All of the time in our minds, we hear this. Oh, we have thoughts that appear in our minds, and they don't really have anything to do with what it is that we are doing all of the time. And if you notice, guys, go to the hood, go to the impoverished areas. I guarantee you that in the general places, they are not listening to Mozart all day. And this can be said in jail, the same thing. And so now go to devout places of worship, go to places of excellence and of high status. What do they listen to? Are they listening to the same music? No, guys. Why is it that when you go to the club, what do they speak about in the songs at the club? Speak about sex, speak about money, speak about women, speak about murder, they speak about violence, they speak about degenerate activity. Because you are what you listen to. So if you listen to hip hop, and I remember this because I made a change. I would hear the songs, and I'm a young kid like everyone else, and we all listen to music. And the thing is, you get to a point in life when you're going through it and when you're by yourself and you're hearing God speak to you in your isolation phase, and you hear it, I'm like, wait, what are these old songs in my head? I can hear the songs. I hear them in my head. I literally hear them, guys. You understand? Like, it's kind of funny to me. And then you get trapped in this loop because a lot of us aren't aware of that. So we're hearing the song, and then we end up playing the song because subconsciously, the idea of the song being in our mind makes us want to listen to it now. And so now we're just in a loop, and then ultimately, if the lyrics of songs becomes the thoughts that you have in your mind, and ultimately a lot of the time you are what you think about the majority of the time, and pardon, what you focus on the majority of the time. So if out of sheer volume of that being the thing that's in your mind, ruminating the most out of the time, you're going to end up being that. You're going to end up doing things. All of a sudden, you're a Christian, but wait, why am I committing these sins? Oh, wait, was I listening to Chris Brown for the last 2 years every day? Or the last 20 years? Was I doing that? Or why is it that porn is always on my mind? Is it that every hip hop song that I listen to speaks about having sex with this OnlyFans model or this? And why is it that I have these violent thoughts and want to do these violent things to people? Is it because I listen to rappers such as the King Bonds and you know, R.I.P. and I mean, just the violent rappers, brother, UK drill rappers, I don't know, the Chicago drill, all this stuff. Am I here because of those thoughts? I mean, it's a reality. Like, think about it, brother. We're all made up of that. That's what it is. Because if music is what you listen to all of the time, guys, and I'm in college, the amount of people that have AirPods on and are listening to pop or hip hop, I mean, it's everything, dude. Do you know the amount of conversations that I've had where I'll say something, let's say I'm complimenting someone, or I'm saying, oh, nice shoes, whatever it may be. And they're like, oh, what? Which, I'm like, okay. But I'm like, man, why have the music on? You're literally programming your life. Now, if you're listening to gospel music 99.9% of the time, I mean, hey. And even then, the idea isn't for the gospel music to be your life. It's a part of it. However, your life should reflect the gospel. Isn't that the point of the music in the first place? To bring you the energy of the gospel so that you can fulfill that in your life. Because then if we lived our life and we didn't have the gospel music, right? So we're living our life. We don't have the gospel music. Okay. So we get the music from the gospel into our life, and so that energizes us with the things of the gospel. And however, if that wasn't our life, that wouldn't have any value, brother. And that's a slight little tangent. I hope everyone followed there. It's just, look, guys, it's important what you listen to. Even if you're secular, even if you're someone who is not in the faith at this point in time. I mean, if you listen to rappers who rap about violent things, you're going to have violent thoughts, bro. What do you want me to say? And I know because I used to listen to all these things that I'm telling everyone here today. I listen to the Chris Browns. I listen to the King Vons. I listen to the UK drill. I listen to the gospel music. I listen to everything. I mean, everything. If we look at my phone, the music that I have there, which is being cycled out because I don't listen to, let's say, secular music really anymore as much as I can. If we look at it, I mean, there's a mix of everything. I have classical music, everything, brother. So, I mean, ultimately, yeah. You are what you listen to. That's why the lyrics come to your mind. It's not because, oh, I'm getting assigned to listen to this song. No. It's because your brain is always adept to learning and surviving. And so if that's what you're feeding your brain is going to adapt to that life. If you tell your brain, hey brain, I'm happy all of the time, then you will be happy all the time. You'll find a way to be. Because those lapses where, depending on your connection to your faith and your belief in God, in those times when you're not connected, okay, what is on your mind at those times, right? Or what is there? I mean, you just have space. So what do you have? The enemy? Don't get me wrong. The enemy may not even be speaking to you because it's like, well, why would I speak to this person? They're already listening to the music that I make. They're already listening to that. They're already listening to music about abortions, about, oh, I'm a boss. I'm not gonna say the lyrics, but I'm a boss babe. Why would I sit here and worry about someone who's already on my side? You think the enemy is gonna waste his energy trying to get someone that is already gotten? You're gonna get yourself just by listening to the music. There's a reason they play those songs at the clubs, guys. There's a reason. And look, if that's your profession and you're a godly person, which I find hard to believe because you would know that that isn't godly. And I ultimately don't care. And I feel we should all have that opinion that why would it matter to me if you say you're a Christian when your actions speak otherwise? Why does it matter to me if you say you're in shape when your physical appearance and health say otherwise? Why would it matter to me? So don't judge people by what they say, by their fruits. And music will bear fruit to your life. So if you listen to this, guys, if you're listening to things that will aid you and benefit you and connect you to what it is that you're being called to do, you will reap the fruit of those actions. Everything works that way. If you listen to music that is taking away from your mission and where you're being called to go, you will reap the fruit of those actions as well. You understand me, family? And guys, if you are someone who's listening to this music and that, I don't want you to believe that I'm coming at you saying you're a bad person. Not at all, brother or sister. I've been there as well. It's just, I didn't have this person to tell me, hey, this is how you do it. And so all I'm trying to do is to tell you that because I deeply care about you and I deeply want the best for you. And so now that you understand this, in the beginning, you'll have a moment where it's like, oh man, I miss it. And then you replace it with something that's beneficial to you. And you look back like, man, what was I doing? And you say, well, thanks to this person, or thanks to God for allowing me to hear this person say this message. Thanks to God for allowing me to hear this message from him, from this person. You get me? So yeah. Program your mind to focus on the things that are genuinely important and impactful to you and are genuinely your calling. You are ultimately responsible for a lot of the things in your life. So start with this small action. Much love. Ciao.